How many times have you heard somebody in the UFO community say, "Oh no, that's too woo for me"? This is where I draw the line. If you haven't, I would suggest you start paying a little more attention. I gotta say, if I'm being honest, I've even fallen victim to using this word, woo. It's strange that even when discussing this topic, a topic that was considered taboo and fantasy by the general public for years, but that is now finally being highlighted and talked about as a very real subject in the mass media and around the water cooler, UFOs are no longer a belief, they are a reality. There are still stigmas, thorns, bumps in the road for anyone trying to approach this phenomenon on a broader level. This isn't just about flying saucers. There is something more, something that even if UFOs are real, we are still missing. A bigger picture, the who and the why. Now, I am not saying that charlatans, hoaxes, and fantasies are not something that we still have to deal with when taking this journey down the rabbit hole. I really just want to remind us of our roots, unconventional thinking. Now, I believe that the phenomenon has been here forever. Signs of that are riddled throughout our history. But let's just go back 70 years. If it wasn't for unconventional thinkers approaching and analyzing what a conventional thinker would think was too woo, too strange to think about, too unbelievable, the UFO topic would not be what it is today. Now, unconventional thinking does not mean falling for conspiracies or fantasies, or shutting yourself in a corner as a blind skeptic. It's thinking outside of the constructs that society has tied us to. Walking outside of that invisible box society has put our brains into. What they've told us is okay to think and not to think. What is okay to believe and not to believe. In a world where sometimes the truth is much stranger than fiction, I ask you, my friends, to not be afraid to be unorthodox. Let's face it, the phenomenon is eccentric and has been labeled bizarre for ages. Now, for me and you standing here in the middle of the rabbit hole, looking for the truth, trying to find pieces to this puzzle, trying to pull back the veil, this is commonplace. We're used to the rabbit hole. And as society begins to talk about this topic and make it more normal, more acceptable, it may become more normal than some of us even think. I can imagine them now, all the academics with their monocles. Academics don't wear monocles anymore, but I thought that'd be funny to throw in there. We must not forget that forward thinking is what got us here. Our avant-garde roots, I think I said that right, our unsuppressed human curiosity, our rebellious nature to fight and search for the truth. You and I have to pioneer this idea of unconventional thinking for the new wave, the new minds that are going to approach this topic. My children, their children. Disclosure may take a very, very long time, my friends. So yes, it's 2021 and UFOs are being considered a reality. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Just remember, what was once considered a strange, woo-woo topic 70 years ago is now being considered a reality, is now being taken seriously. So I challenge you and I ask you to listen to the stories, listen to the experiencers, listen to the abductees, hear other people's thoughts and theories, and use the tools in your bag. Use science, use your research, use your logic. Create your own theories, your own conclusions. But we need to work together on this. Please, don't be a square. Think outside the box. This is not just about flying saucers.